All right, everybody. It is time once again. We were down there for a little while because we had one game that we missed out on. Unfortunately, a team had to take a forfeit loss as they didn't have a player ready within the scheduled match time. So we're back for round 3 of the Tactic Hive Dota 2 Alpha Cup. Round 3, this will be Thompson +3 versus Triad. Thompson +3 playing under Wong's bitches for some reason, but that's fine. Like I said, so Thompson +3 on the top. The other team is Triad. So I missed out on casting Triad this morning because we had a stand-in team taking over for them. They didn't have players ready, so they they had a stand-in team playing for them. That was no pucking way. That was who was playing earlier. So now getting right into these games. The first set of bands flying out in a fury. We've got Bristleback, Death Prophet, Timbersaw, and Elder Titan all being taken up or getting rid of right off the bat. And we'll see what the picks are as we start to get into this game here. Now, for any of you unfamiliar with the Tactic Hive Dota 2 Cup or have just tuned in recently, this is a 2-day tournament, so we're just going right over the weekend and blasting out as many games as we can. All of today is the round robin, so we've got teams 1 through 5 all playing each other, and then teams 6 through 9 or 6 through 10 all playing each other, and then at the end of the day, whichever teams have the highest point totals will be facing off in a semi and final round tomorrow. So be sure to tune in for that. We've made sure that it's all scheduled so that we're not missing the Super Bowl. So if anybody wants to watch football, still tune into this. The Super Bowl Sunday festivities will be happening after our cast is done. So check that out. Anyways, right into these picks. We got Clockwork Visage for Wong's bitches and damn it for Thompson +3.
Remaining.
Ah, man. All right. So we've got
remaining.
Clockwork and Visage, and then the Crystal Maiden Alchemist for the other guys. Triad. Man, I asked them to set their names, and you see what it's doing to me already. It doesn't matter. Anyways, so I've been saying this a lot in my cast recently, but Alchemist took such a huge hit in 6.8 that I'm not sure I'm confident in his ability to really take games anymore. I was looking at Dota metrics earlier today, and he has dropped 3.5% in win rates since 6.79C, which is a huge drop over the course of a week. I mean, that's it's not even gradual. Alchemist is just directly fallen down as a result of his nerfs. He's having a really rough time, and even with that Crystal Maiden support, I don't know if he's going to do amazingly in this game, so it's something we'll have to look out for. Visage also incurred a slight nerf, but I mean, he's been slightly nerfed over and over and over again throughout the course of the patches, and he remains one of the strongest heroes in the game. So still doing great. Rubik, the pickup for Thompson +3 right here at Marana, grabbed by Triad. So this is kind of interesting because the Marana Alchemist Crystal Maiden tri-lane is pretty strong. You pretty much get free arrows if you do it right, but I don't know. I think they've got a good ability here, and there's nothing to really defend somebody who gets caught out by that combo. I mean, Rubik's got TK, Visage has got Soul Assumption, but neither of those are really, gonna win over that fight. So. Anyways, Weaver and Slark getting picked up here. Both these teams picking really quickly, not getting me any time to top.
10 seconds remaining.
Not getting
5 seconds remaining.
Not getting really any time for me to talk about these picks because they're just flying through it. Only 10 seconds of reserve time used on Triad, and only only 8 seconds there being used by Thompson +3. So both teams knowing exactly what they want. I'm curious to see where the Slark is going to go. Probably towards a tri-lane with Visage Rubik, but this is a really defensive tri-lane. These guys will be heading towards the safe lane for sure, trying to farm up. Still not sure about the Marana Alchemist Crystal Maiden. This could very well be
10 seconds remaining.
This could very well be an aggressive tri-lane, but Marana could also go mid, and then they could pick up another carry as well. So we're going to have to see what comes out here, but the OD ban will prevent them from grabbing that for their mid.
Reserve
So
time.
Thompson +3 is still assuming that we're going to have a aggressive tri-lane out of this, and the mid lane is going to come. So Dragon Knight ban there. They go for an anti-mage. Alright, so we're going to have a mid lane mid lane Slark, off lane Clockwork, and then Visage, Rubik, anti-mage. So, like I said, very safe lane, which is good for anti-mage. But I'm worried about their ability to push right now. They've got decent. Oh, what am I looking for? Yeah, they've got decent defensiveness in the lane,
remaining.
but they don't have fantastic counter push, which is something you really need when you have an anti-mage. You need to create space for him. You don't need to push towers, but you need to be able to hold waves and defend your own towers while anti-mage goes and does his thing, and that is not present for Thompson +3 right now, which can be an issue for them. So it's something we'll have to look out for. Either way, Puck is picked up for Triad here, and it looks like Mirana will be on that tri-lane. So we're gonna have a Mirana, Alchemist, Crystal Maiden, likely aggressive tri-lane, could be defensive. Weaver gonna be on the off lane, and Puck will be taking that mid lane. So not a lot to deal with that anti-mage now. They've got Frostbite, but that is about it. Actually, no, Unstable Concoction isn't disjointed by Blink. I did forget about that. But even so, I mean, Dream Coil won't do anything. He can blink out of it. He'll stun himself, but he can still blink out of it. And then Weaver's just kind of damage. But guy asks for a sec to go to the bathroom, and he says, "Are you serious?" Yeah. Whatever, man. All right, so gives me a chance to introduce the teams. You've got Nictorious playing on the Rubik, Shrewy Squirrely on the Clockwork. That's a terrible name. I Can't Afford Public Schooling, also a terrible name. Going to be playing on the Slark. Squirtle Squad on the Visage, and Knave on the Anti-Mage. Down on the bottom side, we've got Endless Seal playing on the Puck. Hayato going to be playing on the Crystal Maiden. Azure on the Weaver, Turtles on the Alchemist, and Mark on the Mirana. I like these guys' names. A lot easier. Anyways. Now, ready when you are is called by Thompson +3. We'll see when we get underway here. But as I said for the lanes, Visage, Anti-Mage, Rubik going to be heading towards the defensive tri-lane. Slark probably going mid, and Clockwork going to the off lane. Those two could switch roles if they wanted to, but Clockwork's a bit better off laner, and Slark is a bit better at mid. Anyways, Crystal Maiden walking up towards mid / the river to play some wards right now. Puck going to be taking that mid role, of course. And it looks like Mirana is on the offlane, so we are going to have an aggressive tri-lane versus the defensive tri-lane. If I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I think Thompson +3's lineup will allow them to, they'll be able to stay safe. They'll be able to keep Anti-Mage from dying, but I don't know if he's going to thrive in this lane. I don't know if he's going to be able to get farm, to be able to really take advantage of the lane, which means that they might have to rotate him out to either the jungle or to bottom lane if things don't go their way. There's a lot of disruptiveness between the Alchemist and the Crystal Maiden, just kind of poking him down, and the Rubik and Visage are okay. Like Soul Assumption and Fade Bolt will deal a lot of damage, but Anti-Mage can't really contribute to that. And aside from the telekinesis and the Grave Chill, there's not really much to keep him away. So, as I said, if that combo does come out,
the battle begins.
If the Frostbite stun arrow does manage to land, I'm pretty sure someone's gonna die. Anyways, Visage or Anti-Mage is pinging his team like crazy. I'm not sure what's going on there. But down on the bottom lane, we will have Clockwork versus the Weaver, which I think is actually a winning lane for the Clockwork if he does it right. It's kind of a back and forth lane, to be honest, but if Clockwork gets himself some sentry wards down early and has the ability to keep himself safe, you can just pop off Cogs and burn all of Weaver's mana, and then once you get a sentry ward down, it's just a matter of Cogs battery assault and he's dead. That is, of course, pre-6. Once he gets 6, then time lapse will save him. Up here, Anti-Mage looking for some farm, but already can't get it. Frostbite goes out onto the Rubik, Arrow follows up, stun coming in, and this Rubik is going to be first blood for sure. There it goes. Alchemist gets the kill, but they do manage to grab a kill in return on the Crystal Maiden. Soul Assumption doing just enough damage that it shoots her down. She's got a really low health pool. I mean, that's just what's going to happen. 450 health at level 1, and Soul Assumption, max 3 souls, damage per soul, 65. That's some damage. I'm not going to do it in my head right now. But, anyways, mid lane, Slark and Puck look like they're trading pretty evenly. Both have about half their health missing. Salve popped off by the Puck already. Now Crystal Maiden Alchemist looking to see if they can contest a pull, but there is no pull, of course. Anti-Mage actually farming up pretty decently. Let's get this, actually, whoa, he's only got one last hit. Never mind, not farming decently. But yeah, let's grab this overlay up here. So Slark and Clockwork leading the CS chart for now. Weaver and Marana following pretty shortly thereafter, but like I said, a little too early to determine anything based on the CS. Now, we don't have any points in Rocket Flare quite yet. It's just going for the max battery assault and cogs build, but yeah, it's the way you want to play this is just like that. You want to just hit him with the cogs, and burn off his mana. And you can see, I mean, he's only got one Sakuchi left before he's got to start saving his mana. So if Clockwork manages to get a sentry down here, or even just burn the mana out, he should be able to just lock Weaver in cogs and battery assault him to death. And Weaver's got a pretty long attack animation, and I think it is long enough that battery assault will interrupt it. So there's literally nothing Weaver can do once he's inside those cogs. I mean he can Sakuchi, but if the sentry or dust is down, then he's toast. Anti-Mage doing a little better now, picked himself up 8 last hits and actually ahead of the Marana, but that is, of course, after the wave was under his tower and he had a little bit of room. These supports should be pulling, as there is no ward to block off that pull. That would give them a really great advantage here, but man, these supports all looking to get in each other's faces. No one really sure when or where to go, but things coming out, yeah, not quite going to happen there. This mid lane Puck. We poke the Slardar down, or the Slark down a bit.
Denied.
Both fishy people with names starting with Slar. It's confusing. It's terrible being a caster, I tell you. It's terrible. Anyways, Anti-Mage still farming up, doing decently. Him and Marana are tied, and that is a losing battle for Marana if she's tied with the Anti-Mage. But anyways, looks like cogs popped off, and as I said, Weaver is out of mana. So Clockwork, if he continues to play it well, keeps his health up a little bit, and manages to get another good cogs off, he should be managing to get this done. Now TK goes out on the Crystal Maiden, but blinks away, and a double stun goes out on these. Oh my god, they're going to drop. They get the Crystal Maiden in return, but I don't think it's going to matter. He should not be here, dude. He's going to lose this battle hard. He's trying to fight it out, and the leap forward, oh my god. Blinks away at one hit, pops off the stealth. Arrow going to fly! Oh man, that was so close. Almost caught him. He did dodge it backwards, but when the arrow flies through the trees like that, it is really, really hard to see it coming. So this lane's gonna, oh my god, never mind. I was gonna say this lane's gonna stabilize, but then Rubik walks forward and gets himself killed by that Frostbite. Anyways, Visage taking a chunk of damage now, throws up the Soul Assumption onto the Marana, but he is gone as well. Like I said, oh my god, wait, no! Oh, Marana had to turn around and leap back in to get that. That was so close. He almost got away from that. Oh my god. Yeah, like I said, this lane, not having a great time. That combo between the Alchemist and the Crystal Maiden, it's just going to do work. And I mean, you got to rotate this lane out. You can't continue to stay against an aggressive tri-lane that continues to beat you like this. Buck looking to get a little aggressive. Oh my god, nope, the Illusory Orb does not land. It's not going to hit that Slark. It's going to phase shift away from those tower hits and wander off. She does have Dream Coil, but no mana to use it. Now, looks like we got a smoke gang coming in on this Slark. Gonna see the stun charging off, and is he gonna fly? No, he stuns himself. And I thought he was in range. That should have been at least. I don't know. I can't see the range. Wish I could. Either way, the Clockwork comes in to help this out, and he does have Hookshot. He's going to find himself an Alchemist, and Alchemist is dead. There's nothing he can do here. He's going to charge up a stun, but that is about it. See if he chooses to hook, and he does. Hooks in on the Crystal Maiden, gets the cogs off, and with a flare, that Crystal Maiden is going to die. She drops, double kill for the Clockwork, and Slark is going after Puck right now. No mana for Puck. All she's got is Phase Shift, which might be enough underneath this tower. She Phase Shifts away, but the Dark Pact goes out, or the sorry, the Shadow Dance goes out and Clark picks himself up a kill. So this game is now even 6-6. Arrow flies out on the top lane, misses the Rubik, and 6-6 in 6 minutes.
No right.
The devil is afoot. Anyways, TK and Fade Bolt in on that Mirana, but not enough damage, and this gets turned around really quickly. Rubik's going to die to the Crystal Maiden, and this is what I was talking about earlier. I mean, they've got some damage, but it's just not enough, especially compared to all the spells on the enemy team. They've got, they've got the Unstable Concoction, they've got the Acid Spray, they've got Crystal Nova, they've got Frostbite, and they've got Mirana Arrow and Starfall. Like, that is a huge amount of burst damage if it is all released within a couple seconds of each other. And with these squishy heroes, with the Rubik and the Anti-Mage, you just can't do it. I mean, Visage is a little tankier, but he doesn't even have points in Gravekeeper's Cloak yet. He's still got 0 armor. So, anyways, Gank coming in towards this Slark. He's got no mana to even pounce away, so he's going to be in trouble. Puck jumps right in on this, silences him up right away. Might drop the Dream Coil, not necessary. Frostbite comes in with the Unstable Concoction. And, oh my god, are we going to see him get away? He leaps. Oh my god, he's going to get away.
Under attack.
Oh my god, okay, so maybe the Dream Coil should have gone down. Anyways, Clockwork hooks in on the Mirana, looking for a kill here, but she manages to leap away, and the TP support coming in to avoid this. Weaver teleporting in, looking for some support. Arrow flies. Is it going to hit? Is it going to hit? It does catch the Visage, but I don't think they can go on this. There are 4 heroes here. The Moonlight Shadow does go out. Solo Thompson, TK, and Weaver is forced to time-lapse himself back up against caught in the cogs. Mana burned off, and he does have enough for another Sakuchi. He is going to and gets the kill on the Visage. He does walk right underneath the sentry though. No spells to keep him in place, and he's going to get away from that. Very close there, but the Visage does drop amidst 3 allied heroes. Mid lane here, Slark farming up alright. We are still on top of the CS at 34-2. Puck following behind him at 28-7. 27-2 on the Slark. And 24-4 on the Anti-Mage. So Anti-Mage is doing pretty decently considering the lane he's had. He hasn't died once, which is a very important detail. It's only been his supports that have been giving up the kills and not him. So if he can stay alive, he can continue to get this farm up and hopefully be a beast in this late game. He does still have he did receive a fantastic buff in 6.8, which is the fact that Mana Void now has a huge AoE around it. It's from this Mirana, it's about this big. So actually, probably even bigger. It's a pretty big AoE. So does a lot. Invis Puck coming in on this Anti-Mage. Silence is up right away, but it is not very high level. He's going to be free to blink out of this. But he doesn't have himself a TP. Alchemist stuns himself. Anti-Mage blinks into the trees, and yeah, they're not going to be able to catch him. They're going to try. Anyway, Slark comes up here. Shadow Dance going out. Oh my god, Cog grabs the puck, and they are looking to turn this around. 1 kill down already. Almost gets a second, but the Flare has to pick that up. Puck trying to run away from this, but she is really low on mana. No Illusory Orb available. If Anti-Mage catches up and gets 1 hit, she won't have it, but that is not the case. Anyways, in the back lines, Mirana gets a kill on the Slark. She's trying to run herself away, but the Clockwork and the Anti-Mage are chasing her down. There is no mana for a blink on the Anti-Mage. He does want it, though. We're going to see Grave Chill go out on the Mirana. She's still got a leap available in a couple seconds, but she's getting her mana burned out. Yeah. Let's see. TK goes down. She gets thrown back. Fade bolted, then she leaps towards the wrong direction. I'm pretty sure this is a dead Mirana. Soul Assumption flies out. 1 hit left. Oh my god, and the Flare misses. Anti-Mage doesn't have enough mana for a blink. If she walks out of this, I am going to be so... Oh my god, is she going to? She gets the Moonlight Shadow. It is off! Mirana survives that. I cannot believe it. Cogs popped off to see if they can burn the mana, or burn her out with that, but wow. What an escape. Just so many things on the brink of killing her. That 1 rocket flare almost there, but it's not the case. Yeah, he doesn't even have enough mana to throw off another rocket flare just for the sake of seeing if it can happen. Slark now doing pretty good in this mid lane. Picked himself up some more last hits, so he is second to highest on the last hits. Got himself a bottle now and some power treads, so he's going to be a formidable force coming towards the end of this game, or towards the middle and end of this game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's Anti-Mage now sitting on power treads, about 400 gold away from picking up his perseverance, and that will give him the ability to start farming up like a madman. I mean, he already has been, but he could use it even more. Now going to TP down to bottom as he doesn't feel this lane is safe anymore, and gives him a chance to get a few more last hits. as the creep wave pushes in towards the mid tier, or down towards that bottom tier 1. Puck activating Illusion Rune isn't going to mean much. She might try to bait some abilities out by sending this one up here. Looks like that's what she's got planned in mind. Ping's coming out by yellow. That would be the Alchemist. Nothing in particular. Clockwork and Rubik looking to see if they can make something happen here. There are 2 supports sitting right on the edge of this, but I'm not sure if it'll matter. Clockwork does a lot of damage really quickly, and if he can catch him around, it might be a problem. Slark does pick up a kill on the puck in the mid lane while I'm looking at this, and that is no... Alright. That is no bueno for the puck. Anyways. This is it's kind of a tense moment. I think both teams know where each other is, and they want to make something happen. Just not quite doing it. Clockwork staying out of vision range completely. And it looks like there's not going to be an engagement there. Anti-Mage not having a great time down in the bottom lane. Probably got, it looks like he got poked down quite a bit by the Weaver. And, I mean, that Ring of Health will only do you so much. But Weaver's pushing this lane pretty hard, which will give an Anti-Mage a chance to farm underneath his tower. Weaver auto-attacking under there. Going to eat a couple tower hits for that, but no skin off of his back. Anti-Mage still getting a little bit of farm. Like I said, he's a handful of gold away from his Perseverance, and I think he's going to go pick that up right now. Top lane, Visage hiding in the trees with Clockwork is just kind of poking him down. Mirana's still farming up pretty damn well, though. She's starting to catch up on CS at 42 herself, just behind the Slark, and about 16 behind the Weaver.
Dire's bottom tower
moving up here by the puck, looking up towards this top lane. This top tier 1 is probably going to fall with the next wave of creeps if there are not teleports in to make sure that this can help. Players going to try to weaken them up a little bit, but just misses actually. Slark now making his way up towards top lane. He's got Power Treads, Poor Man's Shield, Bottle, and level 11, so he's got rank 2 in his ultimate. Stun getting charged up by the Alchemist. Oh my god, 2-man cogs, this is huge! So much damage, 2 heroes dropping right off the bat, looking for this Mirana now, and the hook shot was used, so that is not available to slow her down, but the Slark pounce just barely missing, and I think Mirana's out of this again. Oh, those supports getting a little bit too greedy, got caught out underneath that tower, and that cogs was really good. Pulled them in and shut them down. Anti-Mage now in the mid lane looking for some farm. Got the gold for his Perseverance if he wants it, but man, he's going on the puck. And gonna burn the mana void. He does. Blinks forward, trying to get it, but the haze room popped off, and Frostbite goes out on the Anti-Mage. He's gonna die for this. Oh, a little bit too greedy, Doesn't manage to pick it off, and he dies. 11-11 is your kill score here. 13 minutes and 30 seconds into this magnificent game of Dota 2. Anyways, Alchemist stuns himself trying to get the support in here. We got a puck with the haste rune coming in. She doesn't have the Dream Coil to hold anybody down though, so I have a feeling a pounce away is in order. But looking for this Rubik here. He's actually really low. He gets a TK off. They're looking to pick up this puck, and they do. Fade Bolt is enough, and the Slark grabs the last hit. Now this Weaver does manage to pick off the Rubik, but Slark's beating him down quite a bit. The Sentry Ward does go down, and he is within range of that, but no pounce available quite yet. Actually, right within the true side of the tower, and what a kill! Does manage to pick him off. Slark gets that kill. 500 gold going his way. Visage really low, but he's got Soul Assumption charges. He's got to use those quick. Oh, he doesn't have mana. He's just got to run. Oh, don't turn around. No! Stun comes out from the Alchemist. He does pick off the kill, but he is really deep. He's going to get himself killed here as the support comes in from this Rubik. Mirana now in here trying to make something happen. Oh, 2-man cogs and Mirana forced to leap out, but Alchemist with that ultimate so tanky. He's just regenerating through everything. Just trying to run away now. Battery Assault goes out, but he's just not fast enough to catch up. And I don't think this Alchemist is going to fall regardless. He does start getting the battery assaults, but there's no mana to catch him out. And that is it. Dire top tier 1 does fall to creeps in the meantime. 14-14 is your kill score. 14 minutes 45 seconds is your game time. Triad and Thompson +3 making this an exciting game for all of us. Loving this right now. Let's take a peek at the graphs right now. Radiant side, which is the Team Triad, 1,500 gold in their advantage. Not a huge advantage right now, just enough. EXP about the same in their favor, so graphs not too telling right now. Nothing that can't be come back from. So we'll have to keep close tabs on that and see which team starts to pull away. Anti-Mage up in the top lane, starting to farm up. Does he have items on the courier? He does not have any gold. Oh yeah, he's got a full broadsword, so he's just going towards the damage items on that Battle Fury first. Still trying to get that up. It is pretty late. If you got unabated free farm on that anti-mage. It is pretty easy to get a, oh my god, big engagement on the mid lane. I'll talk about that in a second. Start popping off that Shadow Dance, looking to get a kill, and he does manage to pick off the puck. Oh, Alchemist just getting stunned out for a second by those cogs and forced to stun himself. The Moonlight Shadow is going to pop off. Sentry Wards go down, but that is it. Up in the top lane here, Mirana is invis right on top of this Rubik. Might try to make something of this. Throws off the arrow, but actually misses at point blank and gives herself away. So Rubik losing a little bit of health due to that those auto attacks, but he is ultimately okay. Weaver picks off a tier 1 tower at bottom lane. So tower advantage in the favor of Triad, and Thompson +3 getting a 1 kill advantage right now, so doing themselves pretty good. Now, yeah, like I said, that anti-mage, good timing on a Battle Fury is about 10-11 minutes if you get unabated free farm. If you're burning, you can get it in 7 or 8, but nobody is burning. Except burning. Burning is burning.
Dire's bottom tower is
There's mid-tier 1 pressure coming out on this now. Alchemist charges off his ultimate, throws down the acid spray. Going to try to do whatever damage they can to this tower. And no support coming in quite yet. There is a Fortify available if they want it. They do pop it off. TP is coming in. Looks like they do want to defend this. Clockwork hooks in. Slark jumps in on that Alchemist. Looks like they're going to catch him in the cog. He drops without a problem. Crystal Maiden charges off that Freezing Field, doing a ton of damage. Finishes off that Visage. And now she is going to fall as the Slark jumps forward right into an Illusory Orb and loses his life. Visage and Slark going down for the Alchemist and the Crystal Maiden. Clockwork might drop here, but oh my god, just tanky enough. The bugs are going to kill him. 800 gold goes down to the way of the Weaver, and nothing really going to finish that Weaver off. So close. And 4 getting lost for 2 in a bad disengagement there. The engagement was pretty good, but walking away was not their strong suit. Only 1 Visitor Bird left to do anything here, and the tower does drop. Mirana leaps forward trying to catch that bird, but nothing going to happen there. Has herself a Helm of the Dominator and a Yasha, so she's got a little bit of damage underneath her belt, and she's got the lifesteal, the movement speed, everything she needs. Rubik, what a poor support, man. 6 deaths. All he's got to his name is a magic wand and a set of boots, and those boots were definitely hard to come by, so not having the best time of his life right now. Slark looking towards that Shadow Blade pickup. Very strong item on him, but I'm not sure if it's necessary. It's good. It's good. Good damage. Anyways, Alchemist find themselves Visage with the charged up stun. It's gonna start hitting them, and Soul Assumption flies out onto that puck to do whatever damage you can, but with Moonlight Shadow, looks like they are going to be fine. Hook goes in on that Crystal Maiden, but nothing going to come of that. Trying to run away as the Rubik, and he will. Cogs go down, popping away that Alchemist, and Crystal Maiden gets stuck inside the cogs. Might die to battery itself, really low, but gets out the Crystal Nova, doing a ton of damage. 4 heroes down once again for Thompson +3, and their anti-mage is going to be forced to blink away as well. He is not having a good time right now. He's got most of his Battle Fury, so once he gets about 300 more gold, he should be okay to start farming. The problem with this is that his entire jungle is warded. We got a ward here, we got a ward up here, and none of these lanes are really safe because all of the tier 1s are dropped, so he can't really move past this point that I've just drawn out on the mini-map here. It's going to be really hard for him to go anywhere out there. I mean, he's got Blink, so he's a little bit safer, but it's going to be a lot harder for him to, you know, get out into the lanes, get out into the harder jungle camps, and get that farm up that he needs. Lots of pressure coming out. Try putting on some pressure on the tier 2, but they're going to back off ultimately. Just a creep wave charging in here. We're looking at a 22 to 18 kill score right now. Total 40 kills in sub 20 minutes. That's a pretty high action game. Mirana going to be found out here by the Slark, but she leaps away. There is no pounce to follow it up. Hookshot goes out and misses, and Clockwork will not be getting that one today. Now, as I said, I mean, with an anti-mage on your team, the entire goal of your play is to stall the game, to just stall and wait until he comes online and, you know, demolishes the enemy team. And I think in this game, it's not going to be, you know, it's going to remain completely true. If Triad +3, Thompson +3 manages to get themselves the ability to stave off some lanes, if they manage to survive, hold off some of these fights, they're still in a great position. But if that anti-mage can't get his farm, if he's hindered by these wards and constant ganks, then you know, he's not going to be a factor, and the rest of the team is not holding up to these team fights.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Right as he goes to blink, Puck jumps in and finishes him off with the silence, and Anti-Mage so low, he does blink out, almost dies to the recoil damage, but escapes with 30 HP. Now, big fight going down. Rubik drops right away, but it looks like the supports from Triad are going to drop. Pounce goes out onto that Alchemist, and so Puck and Alchemist have both dropped. Mirana in the back of this fight, leaping away, but she might get herself caught out here. No, it doesn't look to be the case. The movement speed from the Yasha and the leap is so amazing. She managed to get out everything. So after that engagement, 2 kills picked up by Thompson +3, 1 from Triad. And we're looking at a 23 to 20 kill score, 21.5 minutes in. Visage looking to stack these Ancients for Anti-Mage. Good idea. Once he's got that Battle Fury, it is all the more important for him to get as much gold as he can. I mean, if you're ever playing a support hero and you're kind of just standing around wondering what to do, like you're like, oh, I can't go to this lane, it's not safe, I don't know where to go to Ancients and stack them for your carry. It's the best thing that you can do. So much gold is available from those Ancients, and nobody ever does in pubs. And Anti-Mage looks like he's going to get caught out here. He gets silenced up, he's stunned, flies in. Is he going to manage to recuperate fast enough time to escape? He does blink into the trees, and they know he's there, and he doesn't blink. Not close enough. Alchemist gets that kill. Really unfortunate for him. I think he should have blinked further down into an area like this.
Dire's top tower is
not the
under
case.
attack.
Up in the top lane, Weaver getting caught out here, jumped on, and time lapse out of that. Oh my god, Clockwork gets the hook and the cogs out. So they know he's there, but actually eating a lot of damage. That Clockwork, he actually dies inside of his own cogs. Visage Bird's going to stun him up. Slark's going to luck for this kill, but is he going to manage to get it is the question. Looking forward. He does see him now, charging forward.
Dire's
not
bottom
enough.
tower is under attack.
Weaver gets out with a kill on
Radiant's
Clockwork.
middle tower is under attack.
Bottom tier 2 almost certainly going to go down. There is a Fortify available, so a Fortify TP might save this, but a lot of creeps and a lot of heroes smacking on it, so it's going to be hard to defend. And yeah, they're just going to let it go.
Dire's bottom
tier 2 drops for the Dire team. Triad. Or, no, Triad's Radiant. Thompson +3, Triad +3, whatever, man. Whatever. We're having fun here. Anyways, Knave now starting to farm up decently. He's got a Battle Fury online. He's, I mean, he got caught out at the bottom lane there, but you know, he's doing himself all right. Like I said, his jungle is now a little bit safer as they've de-warded, and that ward up here has expired, so they've got some space to start doing this. Oh my god, this medium camp is stacked up quite a bit. I didn't even realize that. There's a lot of gold straight into his pocket, and she'll start to move over towards those Ancients pretty soon. Now, your movement around the map is key as Anti-Mage. That is the entire idea behind the hero. That is the reason he has a blink ability, and it's basically just for the fact that you can be in every lane in a matter of seconds. If you watch really good Anti-Mage players like Burning, Sylar, even Loda, a lot of their movements are based around getting, you know, getting to each creep camp and each lane in effective time. So it's really interesting. Based on the amount of camps available to them, they'll jump between them. When they go to the Dire Ancients, they'll blink across to the Radiant jungle, pick up these camps, and then TP up to their own jungle. So really interesting how they play it. Anyways, big fight coming out on the top lane. Alchemist does drop right off the bat to his soul assumption, and Dark Pact pop off. Clockwork misses his hook, which means he's gonna have to walk himself into this fight. He does manage to get, no, he just gets a bunch of creeps in his cogs. Nothing good there for him. Crystal Maiden really low, does drop to a Fade Bolt. Mirana trying to run herself away now, and with that Moonlight Shadow, she probably will. Puck gets out as well. So Visage dropping for the 2 supports of Thompson +3.
Dire's top tower
Arrow flying out, is it gonna catch? Oh my god, Clockwork, stop! Oh my god!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. Slark manages to pick off the Puck as that Shadow Blade pickup paying for itself there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I can't believe that Clockwork, man. That was so close. I don't know what happened. And it is Weaver. Just throwing out a couple blows onto that Slark, and that's it. He'll Sakuchi away. Drums and Shadow Blade up on Slark, so he's doing alright on his farm. He's about 1,200 gold into whatever his next item's going to be. We'll have to keep tabs on that. Visage heading down to the Ancients to stack them up yet again for Anti-Mage, and once he gets up there to take care of them, he'll be having a much better time.
Radiant's top
Mechanism
tower
now
is
up on the
under
Alchemist, so he's
attack.
got that sustainability. Still has not gotten that medallion, I believe.
Radiant's
Yeah, no
top
medallion
tower
quite yet.
has
But he
fallen.
does have the armor for it. Alchemist going to stun himself here as he was common for the Anti-Mage, but doesn't quite get it. And I'm farming up good now, and like I said, the longer this game goes, the better a chance Thompson +3 have. And so their
Radiant's
Anti-Mage,
bottom tower
farming
is
up like
under
this, hitting the
attack.
top of the CS chart, and being left alone for a little while is good enough. You need to put constant pressure on a team like this, and oh man, Anti-Mage is looking for this. He's going to back up, and oh my god, Alchemist is going to stun himself. Anti-Mage is going to blink forward. No, the ultimate's up on the Alchemist, so he regens that health in little to no time. Anti-Mage back to the jungle to continue farming. The rest of his team grouped up. Half of an Aghanim's finished on this clockwork. About 1,200 gold away from finishing that up completely. Weaver dancing around here. Arrow flies into the Roche Pit to make sure that that's not happening. Actually, Desolator and Lincoln Sphere up on Weaver, so he's dishing out a ton of damage already.
Nice try.
Where's Marana at right now? She's got herself an Eagle Song, a Yasha, and Helm of the Dominator, so she's got half of 3 different items. We'll see what she chooses to go for, the Manta, the Satanic, or the Butterfly. She can
Radiant's
use any of them
bottom
right now,
tower is
but
under attack.
sometimes you just gotta finish those items, man. Slark walking in towards the mid lane, not aware that he's in the middle of 3 heroes, gets jumped on right away, and dropped in just a matter of moments. So almost 500 gold going the way of that Crystal
Radiant's
Maiden.
bottom
That'll help her
tower
out
is
a
under
lot.
attack.
She has a medallion for herself, actually. That's kind of interesting. Usually it's the other way around. Usually the Alchemist will get the medallion, and the Crystal Maiden will get the mech, but not the case. And it's pushed in towards the tier 2 tower. Creep wave gets cleared out, and they're pushing in on it. There is a Fortify available, and Clockwork's waiting in the wing, so I fully expect them to try to defend this, but they're just looking for the right moment.
Radiant's bottom
Tower's
tower
taking
is
a lot of
under
damage in the
attack.
meantime.
Dire's structures are
Anti-Mage is down on
fortified.
bottom, farming up this creep wave, and
Dire's
hopefully
middle
pushing that
tower
tower, so
is
they might be
under
able
attack.
to make a trade out of it, but
Radiant's
they
bottom
don't defend the tower
Dire's
successfully.
middle tower has
Oh
fallen.
my god, is Ruben gonna get caught out? Yeah, he's a little bit too far forward. Keeps it done. Clockwork jumps in, gets a 3-man cogs, really good, but not quite much to follow up there. Anti-Mage does teleport back. He goes, blows up that Crystal Maiden, buybacks on the Slark and the Rubik, and finishes that off. 4 heroes down for 2 with the buybacks, so I guess it's a pretty even gold swing, but in terms of experience, Anti-Mage has just shot himself into a very commanding position. 4,000 gold to his name, 196 last hits here at 28 minutes into this game. Still not the best creep score he could be having, but still looking fantastic. Aghanim's finished up on the Visage, so that means he's... Oh, no. Sorry. Mechanism finished on the Visage. Aghanim's on the Clockwork. So Clock is going to have those infinite hooks, and oh my god, Rubik should be careful, man. This guy's been caught out of position a couple times here, and that is no bueno. Now, what did Anti-Mage grab for himself? He grabs his full Manta style and keeps himself a handful of gold here. He's there's a good chance that he'll want to keep gold for buyback for the rest of this game, just because it is really, really dangerous for him not to have it with the makeup of his team. Like I said, his team's really squishy, and will have an easy time getting exploded in fights. So for Anti-Mage to be able to buy back and be relevant in every fight, regardless of circumstance, will make a huge difference. These Ancients have yet to be taken, but I think they are triple stacked now, perhaps even quadruple stacked. There's Marana actually ulties. What are they doing here? They're looking in towards the mid lane. Are they going to find themselves a Rubik? No, looks like the Moonlight Shadow will be wasted. There's nothing quite there. And walking right underneath a Sentry Ward is the Weaver, but he turned himself around. Arrow flying in. Is it going to hit? No, just barely misses the Clockwork. Roshan. Target now for Triad. They're looking for it. Oh my god. Alka's no health, man. Hell. She's taking so much damage. She pops off that ultimate so we can start regening, but looks like T3 is aware that this is going on. And the Anti-Mage blinks right in, pops off that Manta, and he's just going for it. We'll see if they manage to grab the Aegis. Rubik, or, oh no, Aegis has not been picked up yet. Where is the Aegis? It is still sitting on the ground. Nobody's touched it. And Slark grabs it in the middle of all that. 3 heroes down, looking for that Marana. The hook shot is off cooldown. Is he going to throw it? We'll see. He throws it and, whoa, shoots way ahead, grabs the puck. Oh my god, Anti-Mage going to blink forward, and the phase shift going to let her survive for a second. Arrow hits up on the Anti-Mage, the puck does fall in a matter of seconds afterwards. Marana gets exploded, full team wipe, 5 for none, and the Aegis stolen. Oh my god. Thompson +3 has just taken this game back. Like I said, they just needed to spell until their Anti-Mage came online, and he most certainly came online. That big fight in mid got himself 3 kills until a handful of gold. Picks up his Manta style, and now he is sitting in a very, very commanding lead. There is not much Triad can do right now. Of course, they are probably going to lose this rack. The Anti-Mage actually took off to the side lane, which I don't agree with, but either way, all that's here to defend is a Alchemist and a Crystal Maiden. Hookshot in on the Alchemist, he's going to drop, no question about it. He does die. Crystal Maiden might get away from this tower. Tower shot's being eaten up by the Clockwork here. And, I mean, that distraction might be enough to get the Puck and Weaver up in time to defend this, these racks. I think the tower's going down regardless, but anyways, Crystal Nova stolen by the Rubik, so good spell for him to have. 3 heroes up now, and the Puck and the Weaver should be able to shove them off of this. Yeah, they jump in, Dream Coil goes down, hits 2, Rubik gets exploded right away, Anti-Mage blinks in though, doing a ton of damage. Visage about to die, he does. So 2 heroes down now, the Alchemist is coming up in 5 seconds, but Crystal Maiden, Marana, and everybody is back and ready to go. Charging forward, they're looking for this Slark. He's so close to dead. One more auto attack. Oh my god, every time he jukes in the line of sight, he picks up another auto attack. Oh my god, he gets himself caught on the trees. He tries to Shadow Blade so that he can survive that. Do they have any clue where he is? No, they have no idea he is here. Oh my god, he doesn't have a TP. He leaps out, jumps right onto the Crystal Maiden, might actually pick himself up a kill here. The Sentry Ward goes down, but he manages to get Crystal Maiden in all of that. Oh my god, this is just hilarious. Centaur Stomp goes out, stuns him up. Weaver gonna jump on him, but he gets his way to the low ground, and he is fine. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage knocks himself down a tier 2 tower, and we'll be moving in towards the base. Still itching to get that Rax that they didn't manage to finish off before. Oh man, Clark is just going for battles here. He does manage to get the Alchemist as well. He's gonna try to run himself away from this Weaver, but Weaver is in hot pursuit, and the Shadow Blade is down for another 15 seconds. So, Slark... Oh my god, what a juker! Look at this! He didn't manage to land up on that cliff before, but look at this! Wow, what a player, what a player. Regens himself to full because his ultimate is ridiculous. Hookshot, where did that hookshot go? I have no friggin' clue. But Stark now looking for Marana. Oh my god. The Rax did fall, looks like it fell to creeps. Oh, maybe Anti-Mage jumped in. Now looking at that Weaver, he does blink himself back out. The hookshot goes out on him. They got him in the cogs, and he's not getting out of that one alive. Anyways, Stark really low now, but he pops up, yelling, getting like mad. They're going in on the Marana, and she manages to leap herself away. Crystal Maiden pretty poor, but oh man, Puck drops as well. Crystal Maiden is gonna, oh maybe Stark drops, his Aegis is worn on. Good stun, catches the Anti-Mage inside the base. Is he gonna die? Oh my god, he blinks out, manages to escape with just about 100 health, and things just coming apart at the seams for Triad here. Just in a desperate attempt to defend their base, to come after, you know, the enemy team and make sure that they can keep themselves in the lead that they had. They just kept throwing bodies at him, and you know, it's just starting to get out of control. I don't know if they can come back from this. Anti-Mage has just gotten so fat and gotten so many kills. He's got a butterfly, 2,000 gold, and a Manta style, so not a lot of kills to his name, only 3, 2, and 8, but 257 CS on top of all the items he has. He is definitely the gold leader, and I mean, these graphs, very telling. Like I said, holding on to that lead that they had, they were doing pretty well, and then they lost one fight, and that was right here where the graph kind of takes a turn, and then bam, slams right down. 10,000 advantage, 18,000 swing in the favor of Thompson +3 here. What a game. Experience telling the exact same story, about 5,000 in the way of Triad, and then shoots down to about 20,000 in favor of Thompson +3. So just waiting for that Anti-Mage to come online, and the fun has ended, folks. On the bottom here, Slark farming up pretty well. He's got himself a butterfly now, so he is he's doing a lot well. He's a lot better. Is pushing in towards the tier 3 now. They've got the full team here, ready to go. Actually, no, they're missing the Clockwork. He's back at base, but Clockwork gets across the map fast. Oh my god, wait. Slark jumps in on the back end of this fight, goes after the Crystal Maiden, who's got herself a Ghost Scepter, so she manages to survive. Arrow hits up on the Slark, and he's actually going to fall here. He does drop. That is a big kill. Anti-Mage going ape shit, though. Just going right into the middle of that. Gets a good mana void off. He can't quite pick a target, though, and it's going to mean he's not going to get a kill. He has to blink out of that. But, anyways, Slark traded for an Alchemist, not a good trade. Rubik might fall here as the Weaver chases up on him. Desolator hits, yep, there it goes. Rubik falls, and Weaver going to walk himself back out of that. And it looks like there is still some life in this Triad team. You know, when you take a number of consecutive kills like Thompson +3 just did there, it is really easy to get a little bit complacent and, you know, fountain camp the enemy, blah blah blah, etc. You know, and you just can't let your guard off because, you know, a good fight, a really good fight. Oh my god, that was so close. A really good fight from Triad can bring this back. Their Weaver does do a lot of damage, and if they can take a good fight and then push racks and maybe steal a Roche, they would be in a decent position. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff.
Players here.
His Weaver looks like he's working toward a butterfly as well, so battle of the auto attackers, but Anti-Mage says no more fun, grabs himself a Skull Basher, and he attacked so fast already that it's going to be almost a permabash if he actually gets unabated hits on somebody. Now this Roshan timer, we're looking at about a minute before we find out what the extra time is. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see what it does amount to. Weaver scooching around, being a guy, doing things. Crystal Maiden looking to drop some wards up here. Arrow flies out, does actually catch the Anti-Mage, and they're pinging it out. They're like, go, 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 go! Actually, no. Oh, that was the Anti-Mage pinging it. He was like, oh, I got hit by an arrow. I thought they were pinging it like, go on this. I was like, dude, how are you going to go on that? No, you're not going to go on that. That's stupid. But, no, it's, it was the Anti-Mage. Anyways, down towards the bottom lane. He's going to farm himself up even more. Now, eclipsing that 300 CS mark, so so much gold, so much gold. Oh my god, he's just trying to get the full Abyssal Blade just up front, and it will be a surprise. I mean, if he hangs onto the Basher for a while, and the enemy team is like, yo bro, I'm just gonna, you know, he doesn't have a Basher, he's fine, and then an Abyssal Blade comes out of nowhere, it is gonna win a fight for them. Surprise items are always the best. Definitely are. Clockwork, looking for action here. Oh my god, Slark actually got caught out there. I didn't realize he was that low, but he pops off his ultimate, jumps back in, gets the pounce off, and fighting up the Weaver right now, but that is a losing battle. Clockwork got the support and the cogs, but just doesn't manage to finish him off, doesn't have the damage for himself. Hooks in on this Crystal Maiden though, and the Soul Assumption will help finish that off. So Puck and Crystal Maiden dropping for the Rubik in exchange. I think the Puck actually dropped on the bottom lane to the Anti-Mage. Let's look at that. Yeah, Anti-Mage got Puck, so looks like she was trying to defend while that fight was going on and ended up dropping herself. Tier 3 tower get knocked down pretty quickly here, and there is not a Fortify available. That is going to be it. The Marauder ulti is popped. They want to try to make something of this as the Anti-Mage is pushing bottom. They think they can win this fight, but it's going to be a rough one. The Weaver is not fighting the Slark like he needs to be. He's going after the support. He does manage to pick off a Visage, but meanwhile, Slark is ruining his team, gets the Alchemist, and now they're going head-to-head, and Weaver drops himself to that Slark. He should have turned around and gone after the Slark there. Hookshot and Pounce both going to miss, but meanwhile, Anti-Mage gets himself a Rax, and GG is called by Triad. And Thompson +3 take themselves a game, run themselves a point, moving in towards those playoffs. So that will be it for this game. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Tactic Hive Dota 2 Cup. We will be back in just a moment with game number 4 of the day, which will be game number 4. Report My Team versus Next Level Badasses. So that's coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned, and we will be back with more awesome Dota 2 action.